When it comes to Roblox Luau, you don't have to necessarily define what your variable is, but sometimes developers can find it necessary to directly explain what this value should be. This is more common in languages like Java and whatnot, but you can do it optionally in Lua too, which basically when you put this little colon here, that just means I expect this variable to be this type. And if you put anything else, any other type, like a string, Roblox will complain because it expects a number value. This is good for mostly documentation purposes and making it more clear what your variable should be. And especially when it comes to functions, for example, say name, print name. And for this instance, yeah, it should be pretty clear what name is supposed to be, but if you want to specify it further, you can say string. Roblox will try its best to figure out what you mean by that automatically, because right here it says error type. It doesn't know what this type is supposed to be. But if you were to specify string, and now try and call it, it now knows right there, name string. This basically is a good way of preventing you from messing up. It's why I do this pretty much in every script I do. And types kind of come into it too. Let's say you have, report error. And let's say I want to return a string. So if I try to do something, for example, I'll just do a math random for now for emphasis. Failure. True. Or success, I should vary there. For this instance, I know for a fact I'm going to return a string. So if I set operation equals report error, I know for a fact that this is going to return a string of some kind. And I can do if operation equals failure and whatnot. Oops. But if I want to get really specific about what kind of word I'm returning, you can specify a type. A type is basically saying, okay, I want to make my own kind of return thing right here. And it's going to be one of two things. So a report can either equal a failure or it can equal a success. Now, Roblox knows that this is returning a string right now. And if you were to change the return type to report, and I spelled it correctly, so even it recognizes that success is not a part of report. Now, if I change this to report as well, and then write that line again, operation equals, aha. Now, Roblox knows that it expects either failure or success to come out of this. You can either do this as well. You can basically do anything. And yeah, and like that, Roblox will warn you in advance if it's not correct. When you put this little $, sign, that just means or. So it could be either one of these things. Moreover, you can also specify different kinds. So I could have a report here too, and I can also return a report and a string. And then I can return either failure and then could not compute or success. Or actually completed. Yeah, okay. And then after that, if you report, let's say result string equals report error, which then if I were to specify result is a report again, and then string is in fact a string, result if result double equals failure, then print string, which we know will be a string. And voila, that's type. And if you change it to export type, that basically means you can send this type to different scripts, and they will recognize it as well. Easy peasy.